My name is Megan Whitfield. I am 30 years old, and the last gift my mother ever gave me was a choice between my sister and the front door. I chose the door. I was 18, my savings account had just been drained to zero, and everything I owned fit into one backpack. For 5 years, nobody in my family called me. Then one Tuesday, my mother phoned in tears and said my sister needed me. When I learned the real reason, I sat in my car and laughed until my ribs hurt. That laugh was not the ending. It was the beginning. I grew up outside Columbus, Ohio, in a house with a sign that said family first. My sister Danielle was the fragile one, and I was the strong one, which meant I got the broom while she got the sympathy. At 15, I started saving for nursing school, depositing every paycheck into an account my mother had co-signed. By 18, I had over $9,000. 9 days before my birthday, my mother emptied it to cover my sister rent and car payment. She handed me a paper calling it a gift and asked me to sign. I refused, packed a backpack, and walked out with $40 my father pressed into my hand. 5 years of silence followed while I worked, studied, and became a pediatric nurse. Then came the phone call. My sister, it turned out, had left her 6-year-old daughter Grace home alone while she went to a casino. The county opened a case and my parents' home study failed because Danielle had moved back into my old room. My mother wanted me to register Grace at my address so the paperwork would clear, expecting nothing more from me than a clean background check. I realized then that they had never wanted their daughter home. They wanted an address to rent. I told the caseworker I wanted a real placement, not a paper one. Weekend visits began, and I learned who Grace really was. She washed her own cup, crossed her ankles like a soldier, and once asked if I was the aunt with the apartment. Under her bed, I found a packed backpack, 2 outfits, a toothbrush, raisins, and a worn stuffed rabbit. She kept it packed, she told me, so it would not hurt when they forgot her somewhere. I recognized that fear immediately because I had packed the same kind of bag myself at 18. She told me, in pieces, that the casino night was not the first time she had been left alone. I reported it since I am a mandated reporter, and by June her placement moved to my home. My mother called that night asking what kind of sister I was. My family ran their usual routine, warmth followed by blame, casseroles followed by accusations that I was feeding my own family to the government. My sister came once, admitted quietly that she had been handed helplessness as a job at 10 years old, then asked me to lie to the caseworker to protect her. I said no. In September, Grace was picked up early from school without authorization. She was found safe at a mall, but the incident tightened the case. I filed for full legal custody. My family fought back through gossip and guilt, not confrontation. My father showed up once, admitted what they did with my money was wrong, then asked me to drop everything to keep peace. He left another $40 on my table on his way out. Days before the hearing, my family offered a settlement, unsupervised visitation for my sister, in exchange for erasing the truth from the record. I refused. In court, I testified plainly. The account, the door, the casino, the backpack. My sister stood and cried that I was always supposed to be the one who handles things, proving my whole point under oath. When the judge asked why I wanted custody, I told him I was done being strong the way that meant paying. I said Grace deserved someone who stays. I was granted full custody. My mother told me I was born cold and walked out. My father looked back once before following her. Danielle visitation stayed supervised, and a ladder was left for her to climb if she chose to, though she rarely did. Months later, Grace unpacked that backpack for good, folding her clothes into drawers, setting her rabbit on her pillow instead of on standby. I told her she did not have to be the strong one or the fragile one, only herself. She asked for more noodles. That was the whole ceremony. 7 years later, Grace is 13, slamming doors over curfew, arguing about her phone. Gloriously ordinary. The backpack holds pool towels now. In some families, being called the strong one is not a compliment. It is an invoice. The day you stop paying it is the day you finally learn to love, including yourself, with both eyes open and the lights on.